This is Brief Briefing. ASYNC Art secures over $2 million in seed funding. Launched in February 2020, ASYNC Art has already reached milestones existing digital art platforms haven't in their first year, accumulating over 1 million in art sales, being featured in Christie's, and launching a dedicated smart TV app to display art. At ASYNC, we believe the future of digital art is programmable, said CEO and founder Colin Rios. Art is most impactful when you see yourself in it, and programmable art allows collectors and artists to immerse themselves in artistic works like never before. Russian lawmakers advance bill that recognizes cryptocurrencies as property for tax purposes. According to the report, as Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin explained, the proposal will afford crypto owners legal protections and rights in court. In addition to this aspect, under the new bill, crypto users will be required to declare transactions that exceed 600,000 rubles per year. If holders fail to pay taxes in full or at all, they will be subject to a fine of 40% of the required amount of tax, which would be on top of the tax, logically. Crypto exchange Coinbase was behind Tesla's Bitcoin buy. The US crypto exchange has been helping large companies invest in Bitcoin. The blog has learned that Tesla is among Coinbase's deep-pocketed corporate clientele. Tesla made headlines earlier this month when it was revealed a 1.5 billion Bitcoin investment, disclosing in an annual report that the purchase would help diversify and maximize returns on our cash that is not required to maintain adequate operating liquidity. BlackRock's Rick Ryder says the world's largest asset manager has started to dabble in Bitcoin. Let's take a listen.
Do math. I'm pretty good at math, scientific notation, everything. So, where's Larry comes in? He loves to brag. What's your how much you got under management now at BlackRock? What is it? 7, 8, something like that. It just keeps going up.
Yeah.
What is it? Because you manage it so well. What is it?
Yeah, no, it's. I watch what I have to do all day.
It's up
so
there.
I'm managing about two.
It doesn't matter.
It's up there.
So, so Bitcoin bulls say 1%. Even just as a hedge against money printing, put 1% into Bitcoin. I'm trying to figure out what 1% of 7 trillion would mean for Bitcoin. That would be. What are you doing? Are you doing anything? Are you recommending anything? What's BlackRock got in the works for Bitcoin? Or
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think crypto is generally has gotten the imagination of a lot of people. I mean, having, today the volatility of it is extraordinary. But listen, people are looking for storehouses of value. People are looking for places that could appreciate, under the assumption that inflation moves higher and the debts are building. So we've started to dabble a bit into it, and I wouldn't put a number on the percentage allocation one should have. It depends on what the rest of your portfolio looks like. But listen, I'm in I think you talked about one of your shows. My sense is the technology has evolved and the regulations have evolved to the point where a number of people find that it should be part of the portfolio, and so that's what's driving the price up.
Can you speak to BlackRock's eventual plans? What would you be recommending? I mean, you're not as old as Mellon. You got a lot more money, but that's one of the oldest banks around. They saw fit to make a comment. What do you think will happen down the road?
So, I mean, I'm not in a position to make recommendation on that. So, listen, I think some people holding it as a storehouse of value and diversifying your portfolio. Listen, the one thing I've owned, and I think somebody said on one of the show I was on with you guys recently, we're holding a lot more cash than we've held historically. It's because duration doesn't. Rates don't work as a hedge, and so diversifying into other assets makes some sense. And so, holding some portion of what you hold in cash and things like crypto is, seems to make some sense to me. But I wouldn't I wouldn't espouse a certain allocation or target holding.
This kitchen is hard at work, but unlike traditional restaurants or even fast food, this is all made to deliver.
There you have it. Rick Ryder of BlackRock discussing what if 1% of BlackRock's portfolio was invested in Bitcoin, what it would mean. Very positive body language. VCs, including Google Ventures, invest 120 million in blockchain.com. Investors who joined the latest funding round, including GV, Google Ventures, Lightspeed Venture Partners, Access Industries, More Strategic Ventures, Rovita Advisors, Lakestar, Eldridge, and others. Microstrategy to raise another 600 million to plow into Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency crosses 50,000 threshold. In a press release on Tuesday, the software technology company said it plans to raise an additional 600 million from convertible senior notes, of which all the proceeds will be used to buy more Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is the first corporation to directly purchase Bitcoin, as its CEO, Michael Saylor, sought to hedge against a potential devaluation in the US dollar. The Bahamas gets a card for its sand dollar national currency. According to a Wednesday announcement, the card is running under a new program from MasterCard and Island Pay, allowing users to convert the digital currency to traditional Bahamian dollars and pay for goods and services. The new card will be accepted for payments across the Caribbean region and other locations supporting MasterCard, the company says.